Hey, good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Happy Wednesday. An overcast morning here at Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. Still beautiful though. .72 degrees. Very calm out there this morning in the water. I'm up in Area 4. I'm sure a lot of you recognize the spot here. Under Roy's pine tree up by Audrey's bench up at the north end of Area 4. This is where Roy's memorial is going to be this coming Sunday evening. There's probably going to be some other families here taking advantage of the picnic table and barbecue grill, but we'll figure it out. We're going to move Audrey's bench away from this area here. We'll probably move it back over there somewhere. I wanted to show you something that the Rangers did here. There used to be a little boardwalk out here back in the old days, and they pulled it out because it was getting really rickety and creaky. And for a while, it was just a big pile of dirt here. And they made this one of their priority projects to put this concrete in here for Roy. It took forever to happen. You know, it's a funding thing with the Florida State Parks. You know, they got a ton of things to do, but they putting this concrete in on the top of the list for Roy, because that's my car over there. I used to park over here with Roy. He'd get the first parking spot. That was awful sweet of him. He did get to use it a few times. And there was these 3 big holes. Both him and I, we didn't know what the holes were for. And today, they must have just put these in yesterday, these posts, just to keep cars from driving up into there or parking there. So there you go, Roy. Now we know what those holes were for. Him and I were both curious about that. Thought it was like a drain, but why would they have 3 drains or whatever? But now we know. It all comes together. You know, Roy, when it comes to construction, he was always curious. So, yep, this is the north end of parking lot number 4. The parking lot's probably going to be crowded. Not full, but crowded. You might have to wind up parking in another spot and walking over here. But this is where we're going to be, under this beautiful pine tree that Roy used to love sitting under. Audrey's bench over there. Audrey and Roy's bench now. We're going to be working on getting a plaque on there. Who knows, a plaque or 2 or 3. I'm going to walk up to the north here first. First, I'm going to look down the beach here. I don't see any ranger action. From here, I don't see any new sea turtle nests, but Lord only knows what's going on down there. If they're up close to the dunes, I'd never be able to spot them from here. Oh, just fell in a big old hole. Wasn't even watching where we were going. A nice hole that somebody left. Little sea turtle trap. Some inconsiderate person left right there. Gotta love it. Do not, please, please, please do not leave any holes when you leave the beach. Fill them in, especially if you're an adult and you dug a hole. Use your noodle. I can understand children having a good time and digging holes and just leaving them, but fill them in. Please fill in any holes you or your kids dig. We don't need any more obstacles for our nesting sea turtles. We've already created enough problems for them. Taking over their beaches. So anybody that's thinking about maybe going up to Roy's funeral, to the burial service in Sarasota, that's going to happen on Tuesday at 1 p.m. at the Sarasota National Cemetery. You can find that online, Sarasota National Cemetery. Just a quick Google and everything pops up. But I'm thinking if there's anybody going from around here, we should start letting each other know and think about carpooling up there. No reason to be driving up by yourself. It's not gonna be a very long service. There'll be an honor guard and they'll play taps. I believe there's a preacher gonna be there. I don't know if it's gonna be a priest, a preacher, a minister. Somebody will be there to say some final words. This Sunday, 7 p.m., back there under the pine tree is where we're going to celebrate Roy's life. Love to see you here if you can make it. Just bring your best memories, and you probably want to bring a box of Kleenex along with you. Oh, there's a snook right here in the water. See if I can zoom in on it. Can you see him down there? Just moseying along. The sun's not out, so I'm not casting a shadow. Just kind of moseying up along the shore here. Kind of hard to see. It's so dark out here when that sun's not out, but he's right over there right now. Got lots of snook out here. I don't know if the dolphin eat them or just play with them. We see him catching them and tossing them up in the air, but there's the snook right there. The water's really clear. I wish the sun was out. That snook is just following right along beside of me. That is so cool. All we need to do is see a dolphin come in and chase him around. It's amazing how the weather changes here, isn't it? Yesterday, just absolutely incredible colors, beautiful blue sky. I shared a few pictures yesterday from up here at the pass, up in my favorite spot. I just love the colors up there. Now we got the overcast skies this morning. It's always beautiful. No matter when we come, it's beautiful. Even in the pouring rain. Roy and I would be out here in the pouring rain. He'd have his... I hope I can find some of those videos. I've been going through the old videos here. I hope it doesn't bore you. I'm going to be sharing a lot of... Man, more snook. 2 more snook over here. I'm going to be sharing a lot of those old videos. Hope I can find some of Roy singing in the rain with his raincoat on there, his yellow slicker. Where'd that snook go? The camera's having a hard time focusing just because of how dark it is. Man, they're just coming in from everywhere, these snook. These little dark spots out in the water. They're coming in from everywhere. So cool. Where I used to like walking the beach and looking at the fish. We had a couple of fun dolphin encounters, him and I here. You can see all those on Facebook, YouTube. There's one just sitting here looking at me. Cool, huh? Cool, cool. Our prayer tree here. I was here. I'm looking for a very special shell that somebody hung here for their grandma. I don't see it. It's been so windy and the waves were pounding these trees, shaking all the shells loose. I'm looking in the water around the tree here. She put a nice big shell on the tree. The granddaughter of one of our beach friends. Her name is Aubrey. She's Randy's, our friend Randy's granddaughter. Randy Moore. I don't know where the shell went. It was a kind of a big shell. I hope nobody took it. But she hung that shell in memory of her grandma who passed away from cancer. And Randy sent me a little message about it, and she wanted everybody to pray for people with cancer. And that is such a sweet, sweet thing. We do have, I'm sure, just about everyone here has a friend in their life that has cancer or knows somebody with cancer. So Aubrey would like us to pray for them. Prayers for all of our friends. All of our friends that are suffering and all of our friends that are going through difficult times. Prayers for our country. Prayers for the leaders of our country. Prayers to all of our first responders, doctors, nurses. I don't think Roy needs our prayers now. I think the answers to our prayers for Roy have all been answered. God bless you, Roy. Thank you, Aubrey. Boy, it's a quiet morning out here. I've only seen a couple people walking by this morning. Just me and all the darn flies. Look how calm that water is. Yeah, the water temperature is actually dropping. The water temperature up here by the pass is down to 80 degrees. Earlier this week it was 85. So it's actually dropped 5 degrees. Boy, it's nice looking across the pass and not seeing that old sailboat there. Sad, sad, sad story, but I'm glad to see it gone. We're not quite at high tide yet. The tide is actually still coming in. Almost at high tide, very, very close. Still got that breeze coming out of the northeast by the looks of the flags there. That's kind of sheltered from the wind by the trees. Pretty thick cloud cover this morning. Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How you doing?
You finding anything lately?
No, it's been really slow.
That's what I thought. I kind of stopped looking for a while.
I know. I mean, occasionally I'll find a good one. You know, like I found the little
Oh, okay,
one.
a little conch, yeah.
But
That's it. It's their little ones, and it's just I don't know where they all went. All the shells.
No, they gotta come back.
They will. Just haven't really seen many shells on the beach lately. The shelling has been very sparse here. Once we get into the summertime with those summertime storms and they kick up the waves, I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of shells. Oh boy, look at this nice boat heading out. Look at this nice boat heading out the pass. Boy, we could have a party on there, couldn't we? I wonder what Roy's ship looks like up there in heaven. I wonder what his ship looks like. I bet it's way bigger than that. And I'm sure it's got a lot of sails on it. The spray helicopter going over. Mosquito control. Man, if it wasn't for those guys, I'd be covered in mosquitoes right now. It'd be fun to jump aboard, wouldn't it? Take a ride on that boat. Where's he going? It's like watching that helicopter, seeing where he's going to drop down. They go down to just over the treetops when they start spraying. It's amazing. Circling around. I don't know where he's going. It's fun to watch him diving down. He's going to be spraying some of the neighborhoods, some of the hoods. Breezy up here. A couple fishermen out here this morning. Actually kind of a cool breeze coming out of the northeast. Not seeing anything breaking the surface out here. That big yacht just kind of stopped out there in the water. Guess they're getting their bearings. Trying to figure out which way the channel goes out there. This channel's a nightmare. It gets shallow. Boy, that wind is blowing out here. Take a quick scan up here, pan around, see if there's any little gopher tortoises out here this morning. I don't see any little bumps moving around out here. I don't see any out here this morning. Hey, thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. That really helps out. I can't turn them off of this Facebook page now. But I do appreciate your generosity, believe me. But Facebook is really greedy. If you notice, when you purchase those stars, how much they actually charge, it's kind of ridiculous. I do appreciate it. I like it. I like to see a few stars there. It just shows other people that others do enjoy what I'm doing and they do support me. But if you'd really like to help me out, that PayPal is the best way to say thank you. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Believe me, every dollar counts. I do put a lot of time into this page here, Southwest Florida Television. More than you will ever know, more than you could even imagine. Walking on the beach is just the smallest portion of it. I just want to come down here and visit Roy's shell. I got a feeling I'm going to be doing that for a while during our beach walks. God bless him. I still get an ache in my heart when I come out here in the mornings. I still feel that aching. I look over in the passenger seat next to me and I can just see him sitting there next to me when I'm pulling into the park. We're saying the same old thing. Well, here we are. It's still here. It hasn't gone anywhere. And we pull into our parking spot and say, all right. At least we're doing something different for a change. And we'd laugh. Roy was pretty set in his ways, that's for sure. Oh, look at all the little flowers that popped out here. Look at them all. Roy had his routines. Loved his first watch pancakes. Then I introduced him to the house omelets. He fell in love with that blueberry cake, which we're gonna be getting a little taste of this coming Sunday. House of Omelets. My friend Eli has offered to bring some of those blueberry cakes to our celebration of life for Roy. Yesterday, I shared another Roy video on Southwest Florida television. I shared one this morning. I'll probably be sharing another one later today. So many things to share, so many memories to share. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Just finding this stuff. I mean, they're all this stuff, 5 years of photos and videos, and they're buried on hard drives all over my house. I've got boxes of hard drives with stuff on them. But as I stumble across things, I'm going to share them. But I shared a video that Roy was sitting out in front of the Turtle Club on Vanderbilt Beach. It's a great video. It was just, we covered a ton of topics, a wide range of topics. It was a great video. You'll see him sitting there with his, I think he had his Iowa hat on. I'm not sure now. I forget what the thumbnail looked like. But anyway, it's down by the Turtle Club. Scroll down through a couple of my posts here on Facebook. You'll see it. And another one of those charming conversations. And the one I shared this morning, another one. You'll see Roy giving, the hugs, the ladies coming by, him giving everybody their hugs. He wouldn't let them sneak by without giving them a hug. Elsie, this was back in 2017. Trying to go back in time and pull out some of the older ones. Problem with a lot of the videos with Roy, our chats in the old days, they were kind of buried in my beach walks. I'd just come up to him while I was doing a beach walk. So that stuff is you're just gonna have to scroll through beach walks, but there's a lot where I cut out his little parts and I did some little standalone videos with them, and those are what I'm trying to find. I'd love to find the first time he played his harmonica for me. That would be, I have no idea when that was. I think it was kind of a surprise when he brought out that harmonica. I don't know how I don't know if I just happened upon him playing it one day at the beach, but it was a surprise. In addition to the singing and dancing. What I need is, I need a college student or something to be able to go through all these thousands and thousands of posts and just put them all together somewhere. It's a pretty daunting task. Come on, I'd love to see a dolphin this morning. It'd just make my morning. It's one I'm just not feeling 100% this morning here. Got a lot of things on my mind, a lot of pressure, a lot of things in my personal life. Besides Roy, other things going on. He's one of the big ones. I've already heard from friends that are actually going to be coming to town for his celebration of life. I'm going to be making a special trip down here. Our friend Robert from Kentucky, he just surprised me. He showed up yesterday here. He came down for the occasion. I don't know, is Connie on here with us? Connie, she's usually watching here. Sometimes I glance over at the comments here. They go by so fast. But you folks, you gotta send Connie some big hugs and kisses and love. She's been over at Roy's house helping Kathy do some packing, going through things. Those of you that knew Roy well, my gosh, was he a pack rat. Unbelievable, all the things he's got at his house. Boxes and boxes and boxes and file cabinets and file cabinets. Unbelievable. But Connie has been there every day helping out. God bless you, Connie. You are a dear, dear friend. And when we give Roy the final send-off next Tuesday, there's going to be some of that homemade banana bread. Connie's homemade banana bread going along with them. You can bet your boots on that. Your sweet Bippy. Remember that? You can bet your sweet Bippy. That's an old expression. Thank you, Connie. We love you. If you're friends with Connie, just send her a thank you on her personal Facebook page. Heart of gold. Donnie, God bless you. I know you're going through some hard times, and I know you wish you were here. Donnie's another one of those people that she just helps us, being a nurse. I mean, she helps everybody every day of her life, but she never stops helping people. I've never met her in person, but I'm so looking forward to that day. Go down there and check on Roy's shell. By the way, did not smell any red tide this morning. Have not smelled any red tide, so hallelujah for that. I think Roy had his hand in that. Oh, there's a little crab down there. Oh, he's going off into deeper water. A little crab crawling around down there. I don't know if you can see it. Ah, the water's getting too deep. He saw me coming. Yeah, I'm sure Roy had his hands in that red tide getting out of here. I haven't seen it in about 3 days now, but it usually in between my live feeds. If I'm down here when I end a live feed and start up my second live feed, right over in here, right up close to the shore, a dolphin pops up. Never happens when I'm live. Sometimes, pretty much all the time, it catches me by surprise. He'll come up right next to me, behind me. It's not Roy. He was coming up before Roy passed. But Roy might be sending him by now. I wish he'd send him by right now for us. I mean, just right here, and the water's nice and deep now. We're at high tide. I mean, like as far out as where the end of that branch is, right there. I just hear that. And there was a dolphin. He'd come up maybe 2 times and then make its way out the pass. That was pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I know it's going to be happening again. Look at that picture I posted from here yesterday morning and look at it now. What a difference in that sky. Just so quiet out here. That's why I hung that shell down here. It's just so peaceful. Not many people make their way down here. They usually don't get past that channel marker there, because you got to usually wade in the water along here. Just listen how quiet it is. Some construction in the background. That construction's kind of far away too. It's just traveling. The wind's favoring it and carrying the noise towards me. A lot of times in the morning when I first get down here, there'll be a little heron or a snowy egret sitting on this branch right here. They love these branches. The water's deep here, deeper than usual. Wiggins Pass up in North Naples. If you're just tuning in, good morning. Happy Wednesday, hump day. Just enjoying the view and sharing the memories of Roy. If there's anything that you remember about Roy that you want to share, feel free to throw it into the comments here. Love it when you share your little memories. How about Roy's wardrobe? Oh boy, you want to get a chain of comments going? Talk about Roy's wardrobe. God bless him. He was quite the fashionista. Remember that red jacket, that down jacket with the duct tape, the feathers popping out of it? And then that old fur hat he used to wear that looked like a dead rat on his head with the fur coming out. There was like bald spots on the hat. Oh my God, how could you not love that man? Then you'd pick him up to take him out to eat, and he'd still have a bathing suit on. Every once in a while he'd put a pair of pants on, but he'd usually take him out and he'd be in his bathing suit with a Hawaiian shirt. That's how I'll always remember Roy. All the clothes he would. Oh no, they were far from coordinated. It was something else. Going through his wardrobe with Kathy, we couldn't help but laugh at some of the things that were in there. He is being buried in his bathing suit. We couldn't think of anything else more appropriate than to Roy have on his swim trunks and one of his Hawaiian shirts, his favorite Hawaiian shirts. Let's see if I can come over and we'll take a look at Roy's shell. I put it in a place that's kind of difficult to get to. The first day after I hung it, when I came out here the first morning, I had a hard time finding it myself. But it's tucked way back up in here. Nice. It's a pretty nice size little angel wing shell that I found here on the beach one day, and I'd just been saving it for the right occasion, and I couldn't think of a better occasion or a better person to hang that shell for than Roy. Duck under thing. There's all kinds of broken limbs here, and I mean, this is all wild here and natural. But there's his shell. Although that's hung in memory of Roy. Roy was not selfish. Not a selfish person. Let's take a moment while we look at his shell and just pray for all of our friends in need. Anybody here needing prayers? If you want to let us know what's troubling you, feel free to add it in the comments so you can be added to our Beach Families prayer list. Aubrey asked that we pray for all those with cancer and the families of those who have lost someone to cancer. That's Roy's beautiful angel wing. We sure do love him. You know what the beauty is? He's with every single one of us right now in our hearts. He really hasn't left us. He's actually made it easier to be with us. God bless him. You know what? Prayers for our entire beach family. I know everyone's heart is aching. But we have so many awesome memories. Awesome memories. Roy will live on. That is so true. The heart of gold. Those of you that can make it, I hope to see you here this Sunday evening, 7 p.m. under the pine tree by Audrey's Bench, the north end of Area 4, parking lot 4, for Roy's celebration of life. Brush up on the lyrics to You Are My Sunshine. Only the chorus. I'm sure we'll be singing that a few times. If you're just tuning in, Roy's funeral service, Roy's burial is going to happen next Tuesday, 1 p.m. at the Sarasota National Cemetery. He's going to be buried with his dear Audrey and all of our other wonderful vets. Sorry about your loss. There, somebody just posted it. Went by so fast. Lost somebody to cancer. God bless you. All right. Well, now comes the fun part, getting out of here. I know I'm going to step on something one of these days and regret it, but I don't care. I always walk the beach in my bare feet. I think I own one pair of shoes, a pair of flip-flops, one pair of semi-dress shoes, and I think that's about it. That's what it's like being a Floridian. All right, I'm going to end this live feed. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for the stars. I really do appreciate your financial support. I want to keep these live feeds alive. I want to keep them going. But in order to do that, I'm going to need you guys. I'm going to need your friendship, your viewership, your financial support. So if you want to see them continue, let me know. And as I said earlier, the best way to send a tip or donation contribution is via PayPal. I love the stars. And become a regular monthly supporter of television, of Southwest Florida television. That really shows others. If we can get those numbers up, it shows others that maybe this is a worthwhile cause, what I'm doing. I don't know. But anyhow, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for allowing Roy and I into your lives. We are truly a family. Tell your friends about Southwest Florida television. Spread the word and share the love. Bringing wonderful people just like you together, one beach walk at a time. That's what it's all about. Well, hopefully I'll see you shortly. If not, have a fantastic day. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.